But in our ancient days, we have many old clocks. So old clocks அப்படினா என்னன்னா sundial, sand clock and water clock are the different types of old clocks used by our ancient people. Okay, so sundial is especially depending the shadow caused by the sunlight, and water clock and sand clock means the sand clock contain two chambers. The sand flow from one chamber to another chamber. The time taken to flow from one chamber to another chamber completely is taken as a time duration, particular time duration. In the case of water clock, that contain two chambers, a conical and a cylindrical chamber. The water level is the measurement of time duration in the case of water clock. So next one, nowadays we are using many new clocks. In that case, quartz clock, digital clock and a pendulum clock are the different types of modern clocks. So these clocks are more accurate than that of old clocks. So in this case, quartz clock and the digital clocks, we have an electronic circuits inside the clocks, which will causes a periodic motion. Already I told you, periodic motion means the motion that repeats itself with regular intervals of time. So inside the quartz clock, there is an electronic circuit in which that will produce as the periodic signals with which that is measuring the time accurately. In the case of digital clock, we can measure the time easily because time is shown as a numerical digits in the digital clock. And in the case of pendulum clock, the basic principle is nothing but simple pendulum. Pendulum clock also an example of periodic motion that will measures the time accurately. Now we'll discuss a special example of pendulum clock, or what is the basic principle of pendulum clock means, that is simple pendulum. Okay, so simple pendulum means that contain a fixed point here. This point is said to be fixed point from which a flexible thread is suspended. At the other end we are having a metallic bob. So metallic bob abdina, that is a spherical shaped metal ball only, that is called as what means bob of the simple pendulum. Okay, when that is at rest, that rest position is said to be mean position of simple pendulum. When that one is displaced through a certain distance, then that will move to and fro motion, that will execute to and fro motion. That to and fro motion of the simple pendulum is said to be oscillatory motion. So நம்ம சின்ன வயசுல ஸ்விங்ல எப்படி விளையாடும் போது நம்ம முன்னாடியும் பின்னாடியும் போயிட்டு வருவோமோ, அந்த அததான் நம்ம வந்து to and fro motion. Okay, front and back motion, that is said to be to and fro motion, that is said to be oscillatory motion. So the simple pendulum executes the oscillatory motion that will move from this point to this point about its mean position. These 2 points are said to be extreme position. So this point is said to be mean position, A and B are said to be extreme position. So extreme ஒரு extreme position ல இருந்து main position க்கு போயிட்டு இன்னொரு extreme மறுபடியும் main position வழியா இந்த extreme reach பண்றதுக்கு பேரு தான் one oscillation. Otherwise this can be said to be O ல இருந்து B க்கு போயிட்டு மறுபடியும் O வழியா A க்கு போயிட்டு மறுபடியும் O க்கு வரது. So இதுதான் வந்து one complete oscillation. So the one complete to and fro motion or one complete oscillation க்கு எவ்வளோ டைம் எடுத்துக்குதோ அதை தான் வந்து time period of simple pendulum அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். So now we know that what is meant by oscillatory motion, that is the to and fro motion of the simple pendulum is said to be oscillatory motion. Or one oscillation means that is from O to B, again through OA, again reaches O, or A ல இருந்து B க்கு போயிட்டு மறுபடியும் A வே ரீச் பண்றதும் one oscillation only. Similarly from B to A, again reaches B through O means that also said to be one oscillation. இது எல்லாத்துக்குமே எடுத்துக்கிற டைம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சேமா இருக்கும். The time taken to complete one oscillation is said to be time period of simple pendulum. Actually, time period of simple pendulum is denoted by the letter capital T here. And one more thing I want to say, that is said to be amplitude. Amplitude means the maximum displacement of the bob from its main position is said to be amplitude of simple pendulum. Okay, so amplitude of simple pendulum means the maximum distance between the mean and the extreme position is said to be amplitude. The unit of amplitude is m, and L is the length of the simple pendulum. What is L here? That is length of the simple pendulum. That means length of the flexible thread from the fixed point to the bob is said to be length of the simple pendulum. Now I will tell you how to calculate the time period of simple pendulum. That is very simple matter. The time taken to complete one oscillation is said to be time period of simple pendulum. But it is difficult to calculate the time period of one oscillation. But it is simple to calculate the time taken for 15 oscillation, or time taken by the simple pendulum for 10 oscillations, or time taken by the simple pendulum for 20 oscillations easily with the help of the stop clock. Okay, so see here, this is the formula for calculation of time period of simple pendulum. It is nothing but the total time taken by number of oscillation is the formula to calculate the value of time period. Actually, time period noda unit enna appadina second only. Already you know that the SI unit of time is second, so time period also the same. Second is the SI unit of time period of simple pendulum. So see here, if we consider this simple pendulum takes 60 seconds for 15 oscillation. Okay, with the help of the stop clock, we are calculating the time taken by this simple pendulum for 15 oscillation, that is 60 seconds. So what is the total time taken here? That is 60 seconds. What is the number of